Hey everyone, welcome to GodCast, the one and only, the official Chariots of the Gods podcast. And I'm your host, Matt Saint-Amour.
The sky was burning. I can feel the hot wind on my face, staring into a black abyss, gazing at the lost horizon.
Hey man, are you ready for part 2 of Chariots of the Gods Project Genesis? In this second installment, we're going to sit in with another old friend of mine. We go back about to the middle of our high school years, but he was also the other guitar player in Chariots of the Gods for about 2.5 years. He was there in the very beginning, in our formative years. He was there when we hit the studio for the first time, and when stuff started to pick up, got bigger shows. He was there, man. He was the original big man of the band, sometimes crude, sometimes rude, but always telling it like it is. Throughout the last couple of years, he's been able to feel the cool breeze on his head more and more, but this hasn't stopped this guy. No way. This guy will turn around, give a big fuck you to the world, and keep on smiling. He's the kind of guy that's always going to be there for his friends. A very, very generous man with his time, his love, and his friendship. So come on, let's welcome to the show, Christian Carriere.
Tides of war, winds rising.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How's it going?
What's going on? Not too much. I'm good. What about you?
Doing good, sir. Doing good. Thanks for being here today
No
on
problem.
GodCast, man. It's nice to have you around.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here in the domain, the main office.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The God Cave.
All right. So basically, last week we had former bassist Christian Carriere in here.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
Must
so-
have been nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. We chit-chatted about, old shit.
Yeah.
The olden days.
Christian, the man with the big banana.
Yes, sir. You know him.
La can de Pepsi.
Oh. Big like your monster here.
Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's about the right size.
So, how it goes is, I'm just going to basically got some questions and,
Sure.
you just answer and we'll go from there, see where things go.
Yeah, fire away. I'm
All right.
ready to go.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to start at the beginning. I remember you from high school and stuff,
Yep. Had some good times.
Yes,
in
yes.
In the art class.
Yes, sir. With Madame Larrivée.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Yeah. But I remember you weren't part of the metal or rock crowd. You used to be more into a hip-hop rap guy.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? What the fuck was going on?
I don't know, man. I was trying to find myself, I guess. Whenever you're young, you experiment.
Oh.
And, I don't know. I was just, wasn't really a leader at that point, just trying to follow the crew.
Okay.
Back in the day, I was hanging out with different people. They were listening to different types of music. I guess around...
Not saying it's not good or anything. It's just,
for sure.
it's just
For
like
sure.
now you're so like, fucking metal. Yeah, fuck you all, bitches.
Yeah, no, well, I guess I was hanging out with different types of people, and then, opinions changed. I actually started to listen to Metallica here. I saw a couple of videos. I think the first metal song that I actually started listening to was a song off Saint Anger.
Yeah.
Which isn't, it was alright. Metal was all new to me at that point. So I was like, oh man, what the fuck is this? It's great. It makes me want to move.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah, so
Then you went to
started
the
listening
older
that.
stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Started playing off here, just with my buddy Gertie.
Yeah.
He was playing guitar at the time. Started listening to local band. Well, local. They're from Montreal, called Covatus.
Yeah.
So
Not doing much these days, though.
no, not too much anymore. But
They've been down for a while.
yeah, I heard some great new bands taking over those.
Yeah.
It's called I heard it called Chariots of the Gods. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
We're doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good. Yeah.
But yeah, no, basically just started hanging around. We were talking about Chris Mitzat there. And
Yeah, but so basically, that's what made you go from like rap to rock, I guess.
Yeah,
that
pretty
change,
much.
Just like Metallica brought that change in you.
yeah, Metallica was pretty big when I started listening to metal.
Okay.
Other things too, just Children of Bodom started
Yeah.
coming in. Remember trying to learn the Bed of Razors song and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and that was
Yeah.
really catchy, piratey song in my
So-
books.
And I mean, from like when you were like when you were in high school and stuff like that. So you say like you were like what when did you start listening to metal? Like was that the last year of high school or more in the
I'd
middle?
say about
or
the 2 years left in the high school.
So, yeah.
secondaire,
Yeah.
secondary 4 or 5, whichever.
Okay.
Like the 4th and the 5th year of school.
All right. Okay.
Um,
And I mean well, like you were saying, you were hanging out with different kind of people. That must
Yeah.
have changed your circle of friends. Also, I mean,
Yeah.
it brought a whole a
Well,
whole new lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hanging around different people, and hanging around less and less with the other groups of people. So,
Yeah.
obviously picked up on some bands and just other bands that they were listening to, which brought me up to the heavier stuff, which I sort of liked and then really liked afterwards.
Nice.
So yeah.
And so, I mean, that's when did you first pick up the guitar? I mean, that was
First picked up the
like
guitar.
what's the first before that, let's say, like, what's the first thing that made you go, I want to play guitar, like I want like this, I want to do this, I want to try this thing,
Well, the first song that I really, really wanted to learn was Dream by Covadis.
Okay.
So that was, I picked up on that, started learning that with my buddy Gertie here, who lent me his, what was a guitar here? It's a black guitar, BC Rich guitar, which he still has, by the way. It's black. It was a black BC Rich guitar. I can't remember the brand for the life of me because I don't.
BC Rich.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but there's
The
like
model?
the Warlocks and all that stuff. I can't remember
Beast
the one.
or Warlock
Yeah,
or
whichever
whatever,
one of those were. But
Okay.
yeah, anyways, then after that, since I was sort of young, I'm maybe like 15 or 16 when I started playing.
Yeah. What was your first guitar? Do you remember?
The Epiphone SG Black.
Yes, sir.
It was
Represent.
Yeah, it was a good little piece of guitar there.
Yeah.
And I learned most of my stuff on there. Well, I learned it till I got a new one.
Yeah.
And
That's a great guitar,
yeah.
man. I got the same one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still uses it
Yeah,
to this day.
It plays well.
You like the neck on there, eh?
Yeah.
Bulky little neck there.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's a shorter neck. It
Yeah.
seems so. Everything's I don't
it
have
has
to
22 frets as opposed to 24.
Yeah, but I mean, just a fret radius or something.
Like
I don't know.
it's thinner or
No,
is
it's
it-
just like it's not as long. It seems so.
Oh,
I mean, I don't have to
because it doesn't
stretch
have
as-
the extra large frets
yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have to stretch as much
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do like the
exactly.
sweeps or the tapping
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
The cutaway on it though is
yeah, that it gets you got to get used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You and me, I still do, but we play mostly flying V's, so
Exactly. Yeah.
we get used to just going up the neck without anything stopping us. So.
You gotta shred those 24s.
Yes,
there,
sir.
bud.
Yeah. So I mean that's what you said, like Covadis Dream. That's the first song you that made you like, I want to play this.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta learn how.
Yeah, me and Gertie were trying to learn that song, and I picked up, and it was hard.
Did he
and
play with you? You tried to do the twin guitar things? Yeah.
No, not really. We're just trying to learn it as we go, pretty much.
No, but like you were playing together. I mean, like
yeah. Well, we were just trying to learn it. He would play his part, and then I'd stop, and he would play it, then I would stop.
Cool.
And that's pretty much it. Followed by Bodom stuff afterwards.
Yeah. All right.
Metallica too. So
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice shit.
Yeah.
Do you again taking you back to the high school days?
Yeah,
Do you remember? Do you remember how we met?
Yeah, we actually met in art class, I believe.
Yeah.
We were with our good buddy Israel there,
Yeah.
making jokes about.
A lot of things.
I don't know if I want to mention it because I'm kind of embarrassed by it now, but I don't know. It's stuff we'll have to discuss later on.
It's a free for all, man. Go for it.
No, I I don't know, just making stuff about fucking each other's moms and stuff like
That's
that.
all.
And, maybe brothers and such or something. I don't know. It was weird, but it was funny. So, yeah, we just kept at it. And, yeah, that's how we became friends, I believe.
Yeah.
It was,
Shooting, making up shit about people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But his sister was hot.
Oh man, she's quite the piece of work. A little bit weird, but just
she's out there definitely. But I mean, he is too. I mean, he is.
He's a little bit on the edge.
The whole family's of is out there, but I mean, they're good people.
Oh
so.
yeah, definitely good people. It's not because you're weird that they're not a good person. Definitely.
But, she definitely was a piece of ass.
Oh yeah, she definitely was a great piece of ass. And if she's listening, I hope you took good care of yourself, because I
haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, me either.
Can't say.
Heard something about British Columbia or something.
Yeah, she travels a lot. I heard.
Yeah. In her pants too.
Oh.
No. So I've heard. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, he's making stuff up right now.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just kidding. We love you.
From there, I mean, do you remember, like, I wouldn't call it the band's creation, but the first time we fucked around, you and me and Chris on the guitar.
Oh my god!
Like, do you remember those first days? And can you?
Do I ever?
Go for it. Explain how you remember that.
Basically, how the band started.
Yeah, kind of. It's a rough incarnation.
So you and me, or me and Matt, or whichever. We're just in the van, coming back from. I can't remember where we're coming back from, because we always fucking go everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just fucking off. It's been a while back. Like,
there's this tow truck that.
Yeah.
That followed us really closely, and at the time, Chris met that our old bass man was going out with this girl named Karen, and we always made fun of Chris, how he had this huge ding in his pants, the size of a Pepsi can.
And it's not, I mean, to his
it's
to his defense, it's not like we're making fun of him because you got a small dick.
Yeah,
man, you're fucking huge.
Yeah, it's supposed to be flattering, but for some reason he's offended by this. I guess because we mentioned it so much when he's around his girlfriends and such. But
but they confirm.
They do confirm it.
Yeah. So go on.
But yeah, no, this truck was following us, and there was this huge sticker on his bumper, and it was Capacity. So he's like, oh man, that's like Chris's girlfriend's new name, because she can take it, big fucking can of Pepsi up her puss, it's just fucking Capacity's.
She can take a shitload of penis.
Oh, that is correct. Yeah. And she's like, oh fuck man, we should make a song about this, how she takes it so bad.
Yeah. I think we were with Elise, if I remember correctly.
No, she wasn't in the van at that point. No, so it's just you and me. And then we went home. It went to my place and smoked a big doob.
Yeah, in your room.
Yeah. And then fucking just started messing around with Guitar Pro, and just started writing songs about everything and nothing, and that's pretty much how it started. Yeah, exactly.
Legends of huge penises.
It's weird how it occurs like that, eh? Just thinking about penises, and next thing you know, you're writing a song about it.
It's all about cock.
It's all about the cock.
Yeah.
That's how the band started. And then next thing you know, we thought Rich could sing, but every time he would come over, he'd pick up the guitar and start playing, and then we were
he was a friend from school too.
Yeah, he was with our gang there at high school, and next thing you know, he's like, well, dude, we can't have 3 guitars, because any band except for Iron Maiden doesn't work with 3 guitars.
No,
there's only too many guitars. There's too many hormones going on in there. Like, you can't have that.
Even on Iron Maiden, I'll argue that the third guitar player
sort of
is not really useful.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of useless, but for the show factor.
Yeah, they can afford it.
Yeah,
they got the the room.
Yeah, when you got money like that, it doesn't really matter, right?
You got their own fucking plane.
Also, also helps that you're one of the biggest metal bands in the world, but Yeah, no, and Rich came along, we thought he could sing, but he's like, yeah, well, I can fucking buy a drum set or something, and we can start jamming or something. Then next thing you know, bought a drum set, Chris Matut had a bass. He started playing the bass.
Yeah, he was originally playing guitar, like you
Yeah,
said. But,
exactly too.
you know, I don't know, he just like picked up the bass and he rolled with it.
Exactly.
It suited him more. I
Yeah,
think.
he liked it a lot, and he was like, "Yeah, I like guitar, but I really like bass."
Again, it goes back to the dick, man. He's like, he's hung
bigger.
like a black man.
Exactly.
He needs to play
He's
bass.
black from the waist down for sure.
Good.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. And then Rich picked up, and then we started playing bass, and Chris knew this guy named Renault.
But just you know, originally, I mean, you know, we used to play in your garage.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like when before Rich came along, I think he wasn't in the band yet. I think we just, you know, was he? I mean, we were practicing like
we were,
Iron Maiden stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but well, he came a few times, and he was like, "Yeah, well, you know, I don't really want to sing. I just want to play guitar." So
yeah,
we would end up just the three of us playing guitar, and then Chris playing the bass. And then, like, well, 3 guitars doesn't really work. So he kind of took it upon himself to like just buy a drum set and an electronic drum set, by the way. Yeah, and just started beating on the drums.
Do you just like that, out of curiosity, do you remember your first amp?
My first amp,
the one, because I know, I believe I had the small PV combo that was really shitty. I had that. I don't know. I don't remember what you had. Now you know, after that you bought you had a. Well,
I bought the crate.
Cab and stuff like that, but you had the crate. But I mean, that was after at the beginning. What were you playing with?
The crate was definitely my second cab.
Yeah, just like a home combo and stuff.
Yeah,
when we got a bit bigger and more.
Exactly.
Like, okay, yeah, we're a real band now. You bought the crate.
Yeah, exactly.
But before that, I don't know, man. I can't remember what you were playing with.
Yeah, me either. That's a good question, man. I gotta remember. I can't remember at all. I had to play off something. I actually think I bought the guitar port, and I was just playing. Guitar port was that was after.
It was just from Chris.
I think it was a PV2. It was a really small PV that I played with.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think no. I borrowed Gertie's Fender amp.
Yeah,
he used to play. I used to borrow his amp, and then we would just play on that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Actually, it's an old Fender combo, just an amp.
And I mean, from there on, we moved from the garage to Richard's basement, right? That was
the humid cellar.
Yeah. That was something horrible.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it was.
It was fun.
It was fun. We had
hot,
good times.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We found quite the few treasures in there too.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep that on. Yeah.
We'll keep it for next show when he's coming around. He's gonna he's gonna sit in there. So we're gonna talk about all that shit.
Right. Okay. But, that's
it's
fine.
A surprise.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, you know, we like you say we used to be at first, like before Renault came around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just used to fuck around and be like 4 guys jamming out.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
smoking doobs and jamming, yeah.
Yeah, poor fucking like Richard's family upstairs and the neighbors.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We were so fucking loud.
Yeah.
And at that time, he had I think his dad lent him his former drum kit because his dad was a drummer too.
Oh, did he?
I think so. I mean, he had at some point he had a real drum at his place.
I don't remember. I think it was Joey who lent him his.
His drum kit, I think so. Yeah.
Because I remember the drum set being in the other room. I remember more and more the electronic, the Roland drum set.
Yeah, but that didn't last long. I think. I mean, I don't remember it being there that long.
I think it lasted until we got out of the basement. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because he was playing out of the PV amp. The sound, the sound was coming out of the PV amp.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that because it was fucking. It sounded horrible.
Agree to disagree. When in Rome.
Fair enough. When in Rome. A whale's vagina.
Yeah. An old wooden ship.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay. Cool. And I mean, do you do you remember? Do you have like any good experiences, or do you remember any particular stuff from like that era before we moved out? I mean, I know we tried the Renault also because he was Chris's friend.
Yeah,
it was in a previous band with him, and
we tried one other singer that I can remember.
Yeah.
And it was a friend of a girl. Well, not a girlfriend, but like just a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
a friend who is a girl.
Exactly. Yeah. She's pretty hot, but no.
The girl with pink hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming back to me, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
And the guy screamed so loud, like he didn't even need an amp. Honestly,
that was
to
fucking
scream. It was pretty ridiculous, actually.
Fucking flashback.
I remember him just coming to my garage for a tryout, and
yeah, we were in the garage. But
yeah,
did we bring him into Rich? No.
He never went in Richard's basement. But
okay.
I was just recapping on who we went for singing.
Yeah, true.
And then he screamed so loud that.
I remember your mom.
My mom came downstairs and she's like, "If that guy ever screams again, I'm calling the fucking cops."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Well, this isn't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but no, it was pretty ridiculous.
But I mean, even then, it wasn't. I don't think we kind of liked the way he sounded or something.
No.
I don't think it went with the style we were doing
no,
musically.
It wasn't.
But
and,
I mean, I don't know what he's doing right now. Maybe I don't know if he's even singing or
I don't
anything.
know. His voice must have been fucked up at this point, just screaming that loud.
I mean, that was fucking horrible.
Even if you're screaming in a metal band, you're not really screaming. You're like you're making your voice sound like you're screaming.
But I mean, dude, it was like fucking screaming over like turned up amps.
Oh,
and you know, we were like, young kids. We're like, yeah, fucking crank it up to 11.
Exactly.
So you know, he was definitely fucking very fucking loud.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It wasn't a fit for sure.
No, but going back to Renault coming in. I mean, do you like what was your what was your first reaction or thought to how he sounded? Because I mean, let's face it, everything sounded pretty shitty in that basement. So we couldn't really say like, all right, that guy sounds fucking amazing. Let's go with it. It was just like, to me personally, it was more of
just a filler, right?
It was more like we know the guy kind of.
Exactly.
He knows people. We've seen him around, and he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So he's already got a foot in the door, kind of thing.
Exactly.
But I mean, he definitely wanted or was interested.
It's weird how we rolled that way, right? Like as long as we knew you could make the band.
Well, it's just like, are you any good? But we know you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
no, but it was the closest we could get to getting a death metal singer.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, his influences are like, he's gonna be on the podcast.
Some weird influences at first.
Yeah, compared to us, I mean, he was more. We're gonna talk about that with him, but he was more on the grown up with a hardcore metalcore side than us, who are more like
old
hard
school,
rock, heavy metal stuff like that. So I mean, that made for a nice blend, I think.
Yeah,
but
definitely influence.
Do you remember at that time if we had any shows or stuff like that? I mean, because we had, I don't remember when was our first show exactly. I know it's on our website.
Our first
the show section, but was at the Ukwe, right?
No, our first yeah, exactly.
On the
floor. Our first show surprisingly had a decent amount of people, and I also remember that it was with a band called Death Row 6, which are still active, by the way, if you want to look them up.
We've played a couple of shows with these guys. Great guys.
Shows. Yeah, no, for sure. And no, I remember that's where it was our first show. It was at Halloween.
Yeah.
It was a Halloween show. There's a decent amount of people, at least.
Yeah. Well, for first show, it was good.
Exactly.
I mean, do you remember any problems or was there any fuck ups? I mean, there probably were fuck ups because it was the first time we played live.
Playing wise, probably, but I mean, for sound wise, the sound was terrible.
Yeah, but
I don't even think we were mic'd at that point. I just think it was coming straight out of the amps and
just plug and play kind of thing.
It was just it was a fun show. It was just terrible, but it was fun. It was
good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's it's always good to get the first one in there.
Yeah.
And that's what she said.
Yeah.
And
Bust that hymen.
yeah, that's right. Bust that cherry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the first show was good. Experience. It was a good amount of people. For me, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I guess we'll talk about that later. But the more people there is, I mean,
you definitely feed off the crowd.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
so that's how I felt when I used to play.
But so I mean, from there on, we
didn't really have shows before that.
No, that was the first thing.
One,
but we were we still playing in Richard's basement at that time? I think so.
I think so, but for a very short period of time.
Then we moved to Ottawa.
Yeah, we moved the jamming session to Rich's dad's printing company.
Yeah, he had a print shop.
Yeah, and we had to go up the stairs with all the equipment every single fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just carry all the guitars, carry all the stupid amplifiers. And it was good though, because it was it was outside, it was in Ottawa, it was pretty private, we had
that was nice. I mean, it was in the industrial part.
Yeah, exactly.
Like near Saint Laurent back in.
So yeah, we didn't bother anybody. We had some space. We didn't have to pay anything for it, which was huge.
Yeah, that was very nice. And I mean, it was a decent sized spot. I mean, once we had like the top balcony to ourselves, basically.
Exactly.
And we had enough room for like
internet. There was computers.
Yeah, there was a bathroom.
Yeah, there's a bathroom.
There was a fridge.
Oh my god.
You still got that fridge though, but I mean, the bathroom was very nice, extra.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And I mean, do you remember the like how it was playing there? I mean, compared to like playing in the basement, I mean obviously it was still hot.
Yeah, but it depended of the season, right? Like in winter, it was sort of cold. It wasn't that cold. It was all right. Yeah. And then in the summers, scalding hot because you're up
near the roof.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, for sure it was hot, but you get what you pay for, right? We didn't pay anything. So.
Yeah, so for free was very, very good.
Can't complain when you get it for free.
No.
Exactly. So.
And, I mean, as far as, getting better and stuff, did you see an improvement in the band? I mean, I know at that point we were, performing like real songs and stuff like that. I mean, stuff was written. It was
Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You give me the harder parts because you couldn't do them at the time.
I was like, douche. Like, okay, play that.
Play that, and then Guitar Pro it works. So you must be able to do it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And I mean, stuff like that. Did you see any improvement as personally on your own personal skills and as a band? I mean, how did you feel a step forward?
The thing is that when you're part of a band, first off you have motivation. With motivation, you can pretty much do anything. So at that point, I was practicing 5 to 6 hours a day, just trying to overcome myself with new stuff, trying
new
to
techniques
play.
And stuff like
exactly.
That.
Just trying to play stuff that I'm not supposed to play, but I'm still playing it. And, try to record, experiment. And then the band, I remember we first got our song, the song that's actually on the album today is Revolution, which
that wasn't from that time.
Oh yeah, we started.
Well, yeah, but I mean the later days. I mean, it wasn't.
We started playing that song there though. I remember that.
We were there up until the band started in 2008, and we were there like 2007, 2008. Mm-hmm. But for real, I think we did our first show in 2008. So let's call that.
That song's pretty old though.
Yeah, but I mean, it was. We recorded that. We were playing that song, I think, right after the first, 2010 when we did the first EP.
We played that song a lot earlier than that. Actually. Oh yeah, absolutely. We played it maybe. I'll say.
I'll have to go check, because I remember playing it the first time.
I remember that.
The first time we played it was at the Cégep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go check online on our website what the date is. And
we played it at the Cégep. I know we played it once. We played it at the UQUA before we played it at the Cégep.
No, it was the first time, because we were like, we don't know if the crowd's gonna like it.
Okay.
And there was the lighting stuff, and I mean I think that's the first time. I think.
Well, I know we practiced it for a very long time.
Of course.
We
we
always played it.
We always practiced a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. No. But yeah, no. The band definitely improved. I think the band improved going forward with that song actually, because we started being.
Well, it was a new kind of style of writing. I mean, it sounded more mature, I guess.
Yeah,
I'd say.
It sounded. We don't have to play everything so complicated to make a good song.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. But I mean, the crowd definitely seemed to like it in those shows. I mean, it was it's got that nice triplet feel, that bouncy feel,
and heavy feel, and it's got some history to it, some themed solos,
and it's it's actually a nice one. People are very digging it right now on the reviews we're getting and stuff. But we'll talk about it
for sure.
much more later. But
no, definitely the band improved when we moved in there. We had our own little personal space. We didn't have a schedule to follow because we could just go
we
there.
used to fucking stay there until we arrived at what, 8? I think 8 p.m. and we stayed there until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
Talking about sex,
Yeah,
talking
pretty
about
much.
fucking everything. Those big sex talks back in the day.
First talks of the Life Quest also started there.
Mm-hmm.
So
the infamous.
Yeah, the infamous Life Quest. So if you guys don't know about that yet, maybe Matt will let you in on that on a further podcast.
Well, we're probably gonna talk about it with the master next week.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Richard O'Neill,
the first piercer.
Yeah,
the piercer.
Yeah. So, I mean, from there, we had our own spot. We played. We had started to play a couple of shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With Renault being there, we started to get a bit better and stuff.
Yeah.
Be more professional, I'd say. I guess starting to build up our set,
because we had something to play to, right?
Yeah.
So it was a lot better.
And from there, I mean, we had the opportunity to go in the studio and record our first EP, which originally was supposed to be a 3-song thing, but
we got 4 songs in there.
Yeah, now we were able to add the last song called "Defying Ones," and
which is great.
Yeah, that was a good thing. But how was your how was it to record Reverence? How was it for you? What's your experience like that? I mean, I know Chris talked about his own process on the last podcast, but how was it for you? What do you remember of going there? Because the first 3 songs were recorded out of town. So
yeah, exactly. So going to Perth was a great experience.
By the way, it's Perth, Ontario, not Perth, Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a little bit less glamorous.
Oh yeah,
but,
we're Canucks, eh? So
yeah.
No, yeah, it was a great experience. Really, just recording. I'll say I had a bit of an easier time maybe than the other folks, because I was always, you're more naturally talented when it comes to the guitar. If I ever wanted to learn something, I had to practice it over and over and over again. So
yeah, I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to really practice hard to get something. You had some difficulty just learning stuff on the spot, which I mean,
exactly.
it's just, I guess, practicing in your ear.
Well, we're all different, right?
Yeah,
so
no, I mean everybody's different. Not taking anything away from your skills.
No,
I mean, once you learn the fuck out of the riff, I mean,
exactly.
you could shred around it. It's no problem.
Yeah, no, it's so I was always hard at work for that, and when it came to the studio, it was a little bit weird to play with headphones and a metronome, I'll say.
Yeah, but, playing with a click track is definitely something. I mean, we hadn't practiced with that, or it's not like going in the studio the first time. I mean, now that I've been in the studio for full-length record and stuff, we practiced in advance. We prepared for that for about 6 months or so, doing the pre-prod, jamming with the click and stuff, rehearsing.
Helps, yeah.
But I mean, on that one, we went in cold. We hadn't practiced with a metronome and anything like that, so it was something to get used to. I mean, got to talk to Richard about it, but I mean, it's especially like playing the drums and stuff.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have Steve too.
Oh yeah,
Steve, the
Steve
recording,
Foley, the recording engineer and
yeah.
the guy who owned the
Yeah.
studio in Perth.
Such a nice guy, like so relaxed, so funny. You know,
Yeah.
he'd make us feel at ease pretty much. And I'll say it helped with my recording for sure, because
Yeah,
you know, if
definitely.
you're looking at it, if you're with a recording engineer that's douchey, you know, you don't feel as much at ease as, you know, if you're with a guy that jokes around and makes it. It doesn't, you know, it's not as professional. I'm guessing. Well, not.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
it's not as professional.
It's a different attitude. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it's all about how you perceive
But,
it.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, definitely he was. I mean, you know, he wasn't an old guy.
No, he was a young guy.
He was in his 30s, early 30s.
Yeah.
But I mean, he definitely was able to. You know, I mean, he knew it was our first time in the studio.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
knew we were stressed out. He knew that we wanted to have something that sounded good.
Yeah.
So
He had a good mix of professionalism and knew when to douche around or just you
Yeah.
know fool around or make jokes and stuff. So yeah, that was really good. And but yeah, no, it was time in studios was great. I loved listening to myself. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's a cool feeling. I mean,
It
not to
is.
be like, oh yeah, I love listening to myself
Yeah,
play all the
exactly.
time. I
You're
put
like,
my
"Hey."
record on. No, it's just fun when it's the
Yeah.
first time that you're like, oh my god, that's how I sound.
Yeah, that
it's,
sounds awesome.
yeah, it's just like, oh my god, cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's us. That's like,
Yeah.
you know, we're sounding like a band and
Yeah.
it's sounding good, not
we
like
actually
a,
sound like music.
Exactly. You know, and I mean, I know personally for me going in the studio and stuff, I like it because of the, you know, the ability, I guess, to layer everything. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, when I write certain songs, like on the first EP, the first song on the record, Signs of a Dead World, I mean, there's a lot of, in the choruses and the end
Oh my
choruses, I mean,
gosh.
there's a lot of overlays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And to finally be able to hear it the
Four
way...
guitars.
Yeah, 4 guitars. The way I hear it in my head, I mean, it's very gratifying to be like,
Yeah.
oh my god, get the fuck out, it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because what's in your head is now on a track. So you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I just get all my stuff from my head onto,
Yeah.
on a CD, which is great. It's
Yeah.
like the greatest form of expression.
And I mean, back then, how was playing your leads? I mean, did you have a? I mean, because before, now that Chris isn't in the band anymore, I do all the leads mostly. And but back then we used to share the lead guitar duties. So
Yeah.
like Synergy did.
Yeah.
Like Rope and Alexi.
Oh yeah,
sharing
that's right. That's right.
pitching lead guitars
Yeah.
and here and there, but
Yeah. Doing
I mean,
harmonized shit.
yeah. How was it? I mean, because I mean, I have to say personally, I feel it's harder
It
to play
is.
leads.
It is.
Like recording. I mean, recording while
Absolutely.
live, it's a different ball game. It's a whole different
Oh,
story.
yeah, they don't hear you. They don't
No,
care.
no. I mean, if you have the right to fuck up live.
Yeah, exactly.
But
they expect you to fuck up.
Yeah, but I mean, being recorded to do leads is very stressful because
It is.
you're
shaking.
yeah, you're alone doing
Yeah.
it. You got to be very precise.
Mhm.
And I mean, like, what's your take on that?
Uh,
You doing your solo? You
definitely-
remember?
Yeah.
'Cause I remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one
Yeah,
thing where
I know.
you kind of busted. You busted a nut.
Yeah, I did. I busted a nut. I was actually, I mean,
Which song was it?
for the most part,
Remember?
it was Exiles, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
And I was trying to do like a lick,
Yeah.
and
An
it
impossible
just,
lick.
Yeah, an impossible lick. It just wouldn't work. And the guy's like, "You're not doing this on this album. No way."
It's not going there.
And I just got really pissed
Well,
off,
it's-
and I
it's
stormed
hard.
out.
It's hard for the ego. Also, I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
you know-
you're like, oh fuck, I can do this. I do it all the time, and then you don't record. He's like, you can't do this. You're like, what? I do this all the time. Why can't I do it now? And he's like,
It's
he
not-
I think he made me listen to it. I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I was landing that.
It's-
for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, it happened. It happened to to us too on the new record. It's just like you got to change stuff. It's like it works live
Mhm.
because live, it's
Well, like you
You-
said, you're
you-
expected to fuck up live.
exactly.
So you
There's
do
stuff.
it.
There's stuff that can go wrong. It's not
Yeah.
a problem. But I mean, personally, I mean, I think what we ended up putting instead of that little lick is still fucking awesome. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not as
a technical, I guess. I mean, it was
No,
a
but
big,
it
it
was
was a
still
little
fast.
sweep
Yeah.
run, and it was you know, up all the neck and stuff, and it was a hard run to pull off.
It was.
But I mean, what we got there, I think, works too. I mean, you know,
yeah.
it gets in the face of people. It's just like,
Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely ended up working out. I guess I overreacted.
Yeah. But I mean, it's understandable. You know, you work so hard, and you're like, fuck, I can't.
Yeah,
why
this
can't
guy
I do
don't
it now?
know. Yeah, this guy I don't know tells me I can't do it. I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
freak out and
Yeah.
leave the room and
Took
fucking
a dump for an hour.
Yeah, yeah, that was my way of releasing my anger. Well, yeah, no, I came back and you know, I shouldn't have done that, but you know what? It just hurt a little bit. And
It's a
then-
learning curve. I
Yeah,
mean, dude,
exactly.
it's hard. It's like, you know, it's like any medium or art form. I mean, basically they're criticizing you, but
Yeah.
they're not really. That's something we learned with Glenn in the studio. He's always like, it's not about the guy. It's not about the guy. It's like, yeah, but I mean, the guy is.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fucking connected.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because you're criticizing the person.
exactly,
in
it's
the
like,
end.
you know, yeah, the riff's cool. You can't, but I mean, maybe something would be better here. You can't pull it off in the studio, so let's just fucking go with
Yeah.
something else. And you're like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, fuck you, man. I could do this.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, but it was good. It was good. It's definitely a great experience for any
And-
musician to get into studios and
Yeah, it really
record
helps.
yourself. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
listening to yourself and seeing what you're able to pull off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because I mean, you're under the, to quote again Glenn Robinson, you're under the microscope.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I mean, from there, I mean, we did the three songs in Perth, and then we went back a couple of months, I think.
yeah,
And
it took like a year.
yeah, it was a bitch to do, but I mean, you know, it was part of a weird deal, so we weren't paying for it.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Again,
you know-
what do you get for what you get for what you pay for? You didn't
Exactly.
pay for anything.
Not
so.
saying it's a bad job, but I mean,
No.
it's just you know,
No, it was a good job overall.
The guy, yeah, he did an excellent job, but we were, you know, we weren't paying for it, so he did it when he had time.
Mhm.
But you know, then he moved to Ottawa.
Mhm.
Actually just behind our
jam spot,
so
yeah.
that was very convenient.
Yeah.
And we decided to add a fourth song. So
Yep.
I mean, I personally think that session just for the fourth song was way better.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. You can.
There's a difference in sound, but I mean also as part, I mean the playing wise, you know, I think we practiced that song even more, and we were really tighter as a band. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. And you know, it's weird because it's a faster paced song too,
Yeah.
and
Fucking all
it's
downstrokes all
yeah,
the way. I mean,
absolutely.
dude, I found like those videos like of the recording and stuff for
Yeah.
the first session, and there's some videos of me recording the rhythm tracks, and you know, in the chorus and
Yeah,
I was like, how the fuck did I play that shit?
yeah.
I mean, right now, if I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to pull it off.
Yeah,
The
you
same-
probably could.
Yeah, I mean, if I practiced a lot, but I mean, that shit was so fucking fast all the
yeah.
way and
Yeah.
fucking hard on
Oh
the
yeah,
arm.
yeah.
And I see you in the background, fucking just, you know, I'm recording and you're there in the background playing along with the track, also fucking doing your thing
Yeah.
and stuff. It was good times, man.
Yeah, man, it was
But,
great.
I mean, like, do you have any favorite songs on that first EP? Like, what's your favorite song on that?
it's funny because it's the Defying ones. Really, that was my. First off, it's a great song. It's fast, has really
It's
catchy
heavier,
solo and
yeah.
really catchy rhythm and really catchy everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the words are compelling too. So
Yeah, the flow also
yeah,
is
exactly.
good.
And just the flow of the song. It's metal. It's
Yeah, okay.
It's, it's fucking awesome. I love it.
let's leave it at that. It's metal, and now let's listen to a little bit of the Defying Ones.
Yeah, do it.
yeah.
We're more than
So that was the Defying Ones, and we're back with Christian Carriere.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, to go back with to the EP. We we had it mastered by Mika Jusila from
that's right.
from Finnvox Studio in Finland, the guy who worked on such artists as Children of Bodom, Nightwish, Norther, Sonatartica, stuff like that. And I think you really pulled off a great fucking job. I mean, you remember when we got the masters through the mail?
What a difference. Oh, my gosh.
It was so fucking... I mean, looking back on it now with fresh ears, I mean, you know, it's just like, it doesn't sound heavy.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
But when we got it, we were like,
oh my God.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're freaking out. Yeah, it was quite the difference. I remember you picking us up all with your van.
Yeah.
And then we just went for a ride.
Cranking it up.
Listening to the fucking songs over and over again.
Dude, we listened to that shit for like, what, 20 times in a row?
Yeah, for sure. At least 20 times.
Talking about how fucking great it sounded.
Yeah.
We were stoked. I mean, it's like fucking Christmas.
Yeah,
you know?
man. It was fucking like a kid in a candy shop. You couldn't get any better than that for sure.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
And I mean, now with that new product in hand, I mean, it definitely opened some doors to us. You know, we got better shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have a best show or particular musical highlight you want to talk about? I mean, something that was that really marked you, or you remember like, oh, that was fucking amazing. That was the top of my game.
Yeah, like there's two shows, and I have to say that the two last shows that I did were probably the best shows I've ever done.
Yeah.
The reasons why is because, you know, we were playing with what is their name again? The two last shows there to Chicago.
Fuck.
No, it was at Ukwe. Yeah, I know this. I can't remember what the band name is now. With Chris Bonevia.
And Iyer?
Yeah, and Iyer.
Yeah,
we were playing with them.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. Like, I forgot.
That's all right.
I think they're launching a new album soon.
Yeah.
Well.
You know, they got our friend Paco from The Agonist now on lead guitar.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Motherfuckers. Now they're gonna shred too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. They got some stuff.
Tag along the greatness.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff online too.
Nice.
So.
But yeah, no, we were playing. We were playing with them. I think we were doing a battle of the bands or something like that. Or
the UQUA, I don't know. I mean, at Chicago, it was was part of the Omnium du Rock.
Yeah, there you go. Those were my two last shows.
Yeah, that was definitely a great fucking show, man.
Those sets are fucking
The place
awesome.
was fucking packed, man.
Yeah,
you couldn't
that's
get
why.
in the venue.
That's why, right? Those were my two best shows, just because the place was fucking packed.
The energy was. I think we got some videos of that shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think they're on YouTube or whichever.
They're on there.
Yeah, but those two shows are fucking awesome. I remember those like they were yesterday, and just, you know, having everybody just cheering on and fucking meddling, rocking out their cocks out and shit. You know, just
screaming out the words and stuff too.
Oh,
it was good.
It's fucking awesome. Like just getting chills talking about it.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now, I mean, we come to the harder question. I mean, you know, you had to leave the band.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I mean, it was hard on every fucking one of us. I mean, it's hard. You know, you're like a brother to everyone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know if you want to go into details or not. I mean, it's up to you. You talk about whatever you feel comfortable. Like, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, why did you leave the band, or what was the reasons for leaving, and I mean, how was it for you? Like, describe your feelings and stuff like that. That's where it gets real.
Get real. No, but you know what? You got bills to pay in the end.
It's not like we wanted you to leave,
and
anything,
it's not like
you know?
I never wanted to leave. I would never leave otherwise.
We had so fucking much fun.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. So, just came down to, you know, the band expanding, really
getting bigger.
Getting bigger and bigger, and having to leave, and, you know, I worked.
Yeah.
So we got bills to pay.
I had a good paying job also.
Yeah, exactly. And still do.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
no, just not being able to leave for more than 2 days, and even there it was really hard to leave for even 2 days for the weekend because I used to work on the weekends. And
yeah, it was that was definitely a bitch. I
yeah.
mean, it was trying to get everybody's schedule working. And
exactly, and I did my due diligence to let you guys know, but in the end, if you got to do what you got to do, and then I didn't want to be a burden to the band. The band was my life at that point, and then I cared so much. I was like, you know what? If I can get someone else that can make these guys grow even bigger, even maybe succeed in the world of metal, and fucking make some money out of it, or not even, just being able to live off your dream, basically. And I didn't want to be a burden for that, so I said, you know what, guys, you can get somebody else if you want. It really pains me to say this, but
I know, man, you were fucking crying and stuff.
Yeah, man, I remember writing an email at work, and I was fucking sobbing. Like, nobody noticed, though, hopefully, but I got a call from Rich earlier that day, and we were talking. He's like, if you can't make this, you got to take into consideration, he didn't say holding us back, but he's like, you got to we got to get you to be there more for the band.
I mean, it was like you got to be able to make the shows because we were getting better offers and stuff like that.
Exactly. So. And then, at that point got me thinking, and I was like, you know what, guys, I don't want to hold you back. So I sent in an email and fucking,
then
I was fucking
we
crying
talked about
the whole
it
time.
And stuff.
And just, it's definitely a hard time. And, not that, not that I regret it, because since you guys have surpassed whatever you were doing at that point.
I mean, things are definitely going well for us, but I mean, it's not like, looking back, it's just like, would it have been the same? I don't know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. But hey, I think in the end I took the right decision, and I mean, if you never know, maybe something will happen, and you never know what's in store for the future. So
and I mean, just from there on, I mean, what's for you life after music? I mean, how, what are you? I mean, what were you doing? How are things going?
Things are going good. It's a little dull. I mean, I'm not doing much, honestly. Just the regular routine, the regular working man routine. Just getting up in the morning, going to work, coming back home, just relaxing. Hanging out with buddies and such. I'm a big video game fan too. So
you're like just mega big TV, fucking 1,000 inches.
Yeah, a bit of a technology freak too. So just just enjoying life like I can, and going out playing hockey or whatever. Just playing vids. Nothing spectacular there.
Cool. And
hanging out with the girlfriend and such.
I mean, also we went in the studio, we recorded our new album, our latest album, Tides of War.
Yep.
And we recorded the song Revolution.
Yeah.
And you did a guest solo on there.
Sure did.
Can you so people can hear you there.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your experiences in the studio with fucking Glenn Robinson, acclaimed producer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
The man, the legend.
It was good. It was.
I know. We fucked with you at the beginning. And he was like, so let's fuck with him, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Glenn's idea. It was just like, let's.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah, no, he was sort of stressing me out. It was like, you got to get this, you got to get it right, and we don't have time to lose with this, so you better get your shit together and
be on,
be on the spot. But no, it was definitely nerve wracking. I can tell you that I didn't play as much after leaving the band. I still played, but after that, I practiced that freaking solo, even though I had it, and I've been playing it for years. But
there's videos of you fucking playing it
exactly.
live on the internet.
Exactly. So it was definitely different. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you say, you hadn't been playing that much guitar anyways.
It's like
so, and I mean, Glenn is a demanding producer also. He wants perfection out of the player instead. He really strives to get the best out of you live in the studio and then fixing it instead of the other way around.
Exactly. So I was just practicing that solo for hours on end, and it sounded great when I was at home, but I got in the studio, it was like, oh fuck, it doesn't sound anything like I'm playing at home.
That's
so
no, I mean, that's that's something that even to us, I mean, it's just like like you when you got out of the studio, you're like, okay, fuck, man, I'm done. It's good. It's all fucking done.
Yeah.
And you were like, I was in there like 20 minutes. You're like, no, fucker, man, you was there. You were in there for an hour and 20 minutes. You know. So it's like when you're on the spot and stuff like that, time goes by so fucking fast.
Absolutely.
And you're just
just to get as many takes in there
exactly.
as you can,
and that's the thing. You go in there, he takes whatever's best, and he tries to get like, okay, well that part's definitely better. Let's say, okay, here that wasn't nailed correctly, and he tries to get the best out of it.
Yeah, it gets the best out of you pretty much.
So, right now we are gonna go hear Christian Carriere solo on Revolution 1905.
Enjoy
it. Yeah, right the fuck now. All right, so that was Revolution 1905, where you could hear Christian Carriere solo. Yes, sir.
That's right.
And
it's good.
Quickly, I mean, what do you think about the new record, and what's your favorite song on there?
I fucking love it. Obviously, well, not gonna lie, Revolution has always been one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I know. You used to say that all the time back in the days.
You guys,
song's awesome.
Yeah, I fucking love it. But if that's pretty much my favorite song. It has a great tempo. It's heavy, the little intro in the beginning there. You guys added that little touch. I really like it.
Yeah.
Little war song. It's a great song.
So you say, I mean, that one's your favorite off the record?
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, like we were talking about it earlier. I mean, you were around when we played some of that stuff on back in the days. I mean, some of the stuff is older than the others. Like you used to play Blind Assassin back in the day.
Sure did.
Starborn also. I think that was one of the older ones.
Yeah. I played Red Skies, I think, too.
I think so. Which other one was there? Seventh Weapon, did you play that one?
Yeah, I played Seventh Weapon, too. Yeah.
So, did you play Tides of War? The song?
No, I did not.
No, you did not.
Because the tuning you put it into, it sounded like a Mario song or a video game song, or I don't know. I originally really didn't like it.
440 regular tuning.
I originally didn't like it, but then he changed the tuning, he changed the whole song in my book.
Yeah.
So now it's a great song. I really like it.
It's definitely good. In a lower tuning, I mean. Yeah, it's definitely got more balls to it, and I mean, Renault's vocals are more kick-ass on that.
Renault's vocals have changed over the years.
Yeah,
so.
also, that's something I want to talk about. Because he's definitely grew balls.
Oh, absolutely. He grew a pair between records there for sure.
Yeah. You also have been in a relationship with a very special girl for 4.5 years, 5 years now. I mean,
right.
Marie-Ève, how are things going?
Oh, things are going great.
Yeah.
It's just steady.
Good.
Yeah, just talking about, regular adult stuff there. Just moving on, moving in, moving out of the parents' basement. Mm-hmm. And then
that's all right,
maybe
man.
Future plans.
That's where I am right now.
I know.
Fuck.
I know. Future plans. Starting to talk about kids and such.
Good.
For sure. No, it's gonna be great. Going steady and everything's fantastic on that side for sure.
Well, that's good. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, going back again to taking it back to the beginning. I mean, do you have I don't know, any anecdotes or high school stories, memories of a younger you or younger us you want to share? Anything you remember, a certain something or more?
Not
Anything.
really. I just remember Dim starting showing up, and then we thought that was all funny. And
Yeah, the fucking parties at his place.
yeah,
That was something
exactly.
good, man.
The parties
hangouts.
at the parties at Dim's place were pretty fun, and
Yeah.
the smoking doobs in the kitchen because we couldn't do it in the living room
Because of the carpet?
Yeah,
You're fucking burning it. Yeah.
Definitely remember arm wrestling Joey and you
fucking
guys.
monster.
Yeah, you guys cheering me on, and then ended up winning, and it was funny. It's funny shit, and all the parties and this random chick that showed up at Dim's place the next morning.
Yeah. That was fucking crazy girl.
Yeah.
With the beer and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
We come back and hang.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't
Like,
fucking know you, man.
Yeah, get away from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
And
Cool. I mean,
no, that's
good old days.
Good old days for sure. I will miss them, and every time I look at my tat.
Yeah, you're tattooed man.
Yeah, it just remembers me of all the good times I had with the band, and all that stuff. It's just gonna be stamped in my memory forever for sure.
Is there anything, any last words you want to say before we close this podcast, sir?
Keep fucking rocking. Don't give up. Don't never give up on your dreams, and fucking keep meddling it up.
Fucking right,
Yeah, man.
Hear that, people? That was Christian Carriere saying, "Don't fucking give up
Don't
on
ever
your dreams.
fucking give up."
Keep rocking."
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
All
Thank
right,
you very
cool.
much for
No
being
worries. Thanks a lot for
Yeah.
having me.
there. Yeah, no problem, man. All right. See you guys. Okay, people, that concludes part 2 of Chariots of the Gods Project Genesis. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and definitely join us next time when Chariots drummer Richard O'Neill sits in and talks about all of his experiences with the band, with his help, and with the ladies. In the next episode, shit gets real. So that's a wrap. I'm your host, Matt Saint-Amour from Chariots of the Gods. Keep it metal, keep it real, and keep it rocking.
We'll fight to witness the end.
For all your Chariots of the Gods need, you can go on our official website at www.chariotsofthegods.net or join us on Facebook at Chariots of the Gods. Don't forget to go on YouTube and check out our music video for the song Tides of War. For those of you who want merchandising, go on our official website on Bandcamp. From there, you can buy a copy of our newly released album, Tides of War. They're available in hard copies or digital download. You can also get a copy of our old EP, Reverence, which is also available in hard copy and digital download, and we also have t-shirts available. Chariots of the Gods, Tides of War is also available on iTunes, Amazon MP3, eMusic, Deezer, Rhapsody, Xbox Live, and a lot of other mediums. Go check us out. See you next time.
Make a living from my sorrow. At peace with the heartbeat.